Arsenal vs Chelsea. Can Jurgen Klopp aid Gunners in Xavi Simons' transfer race? Arsenal seeks Jurgen Klopp's assistance to outshine Chelsea in transfer market. In a surprising twist, former Liverpool manager Jurgen Klopp may play a pivotal role in Arsenal's transfer strategy. As the Gunners aim to secure one of Mikel Arteta's key targets, they find themselves in need of a favor from Klopp, who has previously dealt Arsenal several setbacks during his tenure at Liverpool. However, his current position at Red Bull has transformed him into a significant figure in the transfer landscape. Klopp now serves as the head of global soccer for Red Bull, overseeing operations in cities like Leipzig, Salzburg, New York, and Bragantino. His interactions with the Bundesliga club are particularly relevant for both Arsenal and Chelsea, as they both eye potential signings. The transfer landscape. Reports indicate that RB Leipzig is preparing to sell Xavi Simons for approximately £60 million, a move necessitated by their failure to qualify for European competitions this season. Arsenal has expressed interest in the talented Dutch player, especially after shifting their focus away from Crystal Palace's Ebereki Eze. Meanwhile, Chelsea is also in pursuit of Simons, intensifying the competition. Super agent Ali Barat, who represents Simons, has strong connections with both London clubs, having previously facilitated the transfer of Noni Madueke. He has also been instrumental in securing deals for Moises Caicedo and Nicholas Jackson to Chelsea. The stakes for Arsenal and Chelsea. Both Arsenal and Chelsea can offer Simons the allure of Champions League football, making the competition for his signature even fiercer. Enzo Maresca's Chelsea is reportedly in discussions with Simons' representatives, including his brother Faustino, to negotiate terms. Transfer expert Fabrizio Romano has noted that Simons appears to be leaning towards Chelsea, who are preparing to engage Leipzig in discussions about the transfer fee and payment structure, contingent on reaching an agreement with the player. Currently, Chelsea is viewed as the most appealing Premier League destination for Simons. If Arsenal hopes to secure Simons before their rivals, they must act swiftly. The Club World Cup champions may need to offload players to generate the necessary funds for the transfer, while Arsenal could make a move if they believe Simons is the key to their title aspirations. Chelsea aims to have 9 players competing for attacking roles next season as they return to the Champions League, envisioning Simons playing alongside Cole Palmer in a dual playmaker setup. The role of Jurgen Klopp. However, any potential transfer involving Simons, Alejandro Garnacho, Morgan Rogers, or Fermin Lopez will likely require significant player departures to comply with the league's profit and sustainability regulations. While Christian Nkunku and Joao Felix are expected to leave, there has been little movement on that front, and Jackson and Tariq George could also be on their way out. But here's where it gets controversial. If Klopp is inclined to facilitate a quick deal, he could choose to sell Simons to Arsenal, providing them with a much-needed advantage over Chelsea. What do you think? Should Klopp prioritize helping Arsenal over Chelsea, or is it all about business in the transfer market? Share your thoughts in the comments. Bayern Munich vs Chelsea. The battle for Xavi Simons explained. Imagine a scenario where Bayern Munich, one of the most powerful teams in the Bundesliga, manages to snatch Xavi Simons right from under the nose of Chelsea. It's a tantalizing prospect, to say the least. According to a report from renowned journalists David Ornstein, Simon Johnson, and Seb Stafford-Bloor of The Athletic, Bayern Munich has indeed held talks with the representatives of Xavi Simons, but has not yet begun any discussions with RB Leipzig about a potential transfer. This development is particularly interesting, given that Chelsea has also expressed interest in the player. But here's where it gets complicated. Any move would depend on exits, leaving everyone wondering which players might be on their way out. Sky Germany reporter Florian Plettenberg has also weighed in on the situation, revealing that board member for Sport Max Eberl is driving the interest in Simons, while the player himself seems focused on a move to Chelsea FC. Talks between Chelsea and Simons' camp, which includes his brother Faustino, are ongoing, with the goal of reaching a verbal agreement. It's worth noting that Simons is open to a move to Chelsea, and the club can envision playing with 2 number 10s. Meanwhile, Arsenal is waiting in the wings, observing the situation unfold. As for FC Bayern, Simons remains a personal topic for Max Eberl, but there's been no progress despite stalled negotiations regarding Nick Woltmade. Over the weekend, It was reported that Simons would reject an advance from Bayern Munich in favor of a move to the Premier League. At this point, there's no reason to doubt that even if the Bavarians might now be ramping up interest in the attacker. One thing to keep an eye on from afar is the potential misalignment between the Bayern Munich front office and supervisory board on player pursuits, or how potential transfers might be used if they sign with the Bavarians. Again, there's no reason to sound any alarms, but it's worth monitoring. With a move for Hugo Ekitike getting close, the reality is that Bayern Munich is likely going to get Luis Diaz, whether fans like it or not. Bayern Munich has reportedly also exited talks with VfB Stuttgart to focus on a deal for Diaz. It might also just be time for Bayern Munich to rip off the band-aid and sell Kim Min-jae, Joao Palhinha, and Sacha Boey. But here's the question. Will Bayern Munich's pursuit of Simons pay off, or will Chelsea ultimately win the battle for his signature? And this is the part most people miss. What does this mean for the future of the team? And how will the dynamics change with new players coming in? The situation is complex, and there are many factors at play. As we wait to see how this unfolds, we can't help but wonder, what's next for Bayern Munich, and how will their transfer strategy impact the team's performance in the long run? The controversy surrounding Bayern Munich's transfer dealings is sure to spark debate among fans. Will they agree with the team's decisions, or will they be left feeling frustrated and disappointed? We want to hear from you. Do you think Bayern Munich should prioritize signing Simons, or are there other players they should be focusing on? Share your thoughts in the comments below.